I spent years trying to dress a body that I didn't have, and it kept me from appreciating the one I did. I can remember back when I was younger, like, people used to make fun of me because I didn't have what society considered a big butt. And honestly, for a long time, I felt like I was trying to dress a body that I wished I had instead of the one that I do have. Thankfully, I've grown out of that. And this isn't a pity party. We don't do that over here. Over here, we make the best out of what we have. And even after having my daughter and my body going through its own changes, we're still learning to make the best out of what we have. I've learned that confidence doesn't always come from changing your body. Sometimes it comes from understanding your proportions and learning how to dress them well. So if you're petite or mid-size, you're not especially top heavy, but you're not particularly too bottom heavy either. You don't naturally have wider hips, or you're looking for pieces that create a little more balance through your silhouette without drawing too much attention to your midsection. I think today's video is going to help. And make sure you stick around because I have a little gift for anyone who has been wanting to try Rent the Runway. Hi there, my name is Nancy Glow, and on this channel, I share reflections on intentional living, womanhood, and everyday life. But no matter what we're talking about, I'm always interested in helping us become a little bit more intentional. And today, we're doing that through fashion. And one of the things that I've learned over the last 7 years working as a stylist is that beautiful clothes alone does not make a beautiful wardrobe. Intentional choices do. That's why every piece that I buy or rent goes through my dress framework, DRESS, dress. D stands for day to day, meaning does this fit my lifestyle? R is for repeatability, meaning will I wear this often? E is for endurance, meaning will I still enjoy it after the excitement wears off? S is for styling, meaning can I style it with pieces that I already own? And the last S is for spend, meaning should I spend money owning it, or is this the kind of piece that would make more sense if I just rent it? With renting clothes, one thing that I look for is cohesion. I don't want 5 beautiful pieces that create only 5 outfits. I want 5 pieces that can create maybe 10 or 15 different combinations. So as I walk through today's shipment, I'm going to show you not only why I chose each piece, but why it works for my proportions, how I paired it with other pieces from this shipment, and how I'd continue styling it with pieces that I already have in my closet. Let's start with the boldest piece. Essentially, the texture and dimension will naturally draw your eyes up top. And because the top already had so much personality, I wanted to wear something a bit more simple underneath. And so I paired it with the ribbed skirt that I chose in my shipment. If I'm being very honest with you, I wasn't fully in love with it. This is very top heavy. And for someone like me who does not have like as wide hips to kind of even it out, I felt like it looks a bit awkward. I was able to kind of get it together with the leather skirt that I owned because it had like this deep slit. And so I was kind of able to like make it work. Now let's run it through my dress framework. Day to day, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This does not fit my day-to-day lifestyle. R for repeatability. This would be a no because realistically, I would not reach for this piece as often. This piece is something that's more of seasonal, something that you maybe want to pull out maybe every year, depending on the event that you're attending, which then ties back to the D in my dress framework. Does this fit your daily lifestyle? So if this is not something you would realistically reach for, then something like this would score very low on repeatability. And when it comes to the S in spend, yeah, this is a piece that I'd rather rent than own. This is definitely going back. Moving on. Every wardrobe needs a piece that quietly makes everything look better. For me, it's this linen blazer. One thing I hear from a lot of women is that they want to look polished without feeling stiff or overdressed. A lightweight blazer like this does exactly that, especially like for the summer. It's short sleeve instead of long sleeve. So it gives polished, but not too serious. It gives the outfit structure without adding too much heaviness. I first of all paired it with what I ordered with the shipment, which is the ribbed skirt. And then also the pencil skirt that I also had. And then for the items that I had in my closet, I gave different looks. A look of like if I was wanting to go to work, I would wear it with like I wore it with these blue slacks, which made it look so good. This is one piece that makes everything around it work harder. And that is why it scores incredibly high on repeatability, because I know I will reach for this season after season. And unlike the red top, this is definitely a piece that I would consider owning. If you are someone that is a little more conscious of your midsection, I want you to pay attention to this piece. Not all ribbed skirts are created equal. Some cling in all the wrong places. Luckily, this one does not. It skims the body instead of squeezing it, which creates a cleaner line through the silhouette. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'll keep mentioning it every video to kind of give you some context. I'm 5'4". I weigh about 160 something pounds. Hip size is maybe a 40 something. I got this in a size medium. I was actually thinking that this was going to cling to me till that kingdom come, but nope, it does not. It's very polished. And it's not super fitted, but it's still flattering. The ribbing also helps to elongate the body, and the midi length keeps everything feeling balanced. I styled it with the linen blazer. I also styled it with the red top just to kind of see what it looked like. And I also paired it with this white puff sleeve that you see me wearing for a completely different look. I wanted one piece in my shipment that felt just a little bit more playful. But I had to be very strategic with what I paired it with, because with something like this kind of clings to the body a little bit more. So I needed something with it that would take away from my midsection, but still give me the illusion of hips and curves. And that's exactly why I paired it with this white puff sleeve top. Statement pieces can sometimes feel a little more intimidating because we're not quite sure what to wear them with. But the trick is to let them be the statement. The clean white keeps the focus on the print of the skirt while still making the outfit feel polished. So sometimes I kind of like to look at the undertones of the skirt. This kind of has an orange undertone. It has a light purple undertone, a brown if you really wanted to, so I would find pieces that kind of flow very well with that. And then I would also bring it out with my accessories, handbags, all those things. For me, this is another example of a piece that is fun to experience without necessarily needing to own it forever. Now for one of my favorite pieces, this white puff sleeve top. I am super obsessed. One of my favorite ways to create balance is through the shoulders. That's why I love sleeves like this. It has a way of adding softness and shape without feeling overwhelming. Details like this can make a surprising difference. Another reason as to why I love this white puff top is the way it cinches around the waist, hides the midsection, and has a little puff down at the bottom. Kind of helps to add the illusion of hips. For my own wardrobe, I can pair these with denim, another tailored bottom, or a simple nice skirt. One thing styling has taught me over the years is that getting dressed is so much easier when every piece has a purpose. When your clothes work with your proportion, fits your lifestyle, and can be mixed and matched with what you already own, your wardrobe starts working for you instead of against you. And that's really the heart behind my dress framework. It's not about buying more, it's about choosing better. And I hope today's video showed you that you don't need a completely different body to feel confident in your clothes. Sometimes you just need a different way of looking at them. Now, if you've been thinking about trying Rent the Runway, I promised you a little gift. I have a referral link that will get you 60% off your first month, but the catch is you got to do it before July the 31st. Otherwise, it goes back down to 50%. So you need to act fast. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which piece was your favorite? Or better yet, which styling tip from my dress framework are you going to try first? Let's continue the conversation in the comments. And don't ignore me either, because I know you're watching. And if you like this video, please, please, please click that like button. That's the only way I'll know if you want me to keep making more. And I know you want me to keep making more, right? I know you do. And while you're at it, you might as well go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed since, I don't know what you're waiting on. And click all the buttons. Click the subscribe button, click the like button. Stay away from that dislike button though. And I will see you in my next video. Until next time. Okay, bye.